Can you have too many fish in a fishery? Well, yes you can, especially if you're talking a predatory fish like the walleye. Hey, I'm Adam Eagle, and thanks for tuning in. We came out to the basin. We're here at Starvation. We're coming out with the Division of Wildlife Resources and Toothy Fish Outfitters. There's too many walleye in Starvation. That's a problem for a fishery, but it's not a problem for anglers.
My name's Ben, I'm with Toothy Fish Outfitters. We're gonna go chase some walleyes today.
How's it been fishing lately, Ben?
A little bit slow. There's been some major mayfly hatches and dragonfly hatches, and with those two going on, the fish have been a little cranky to get to go, but with a little persistence, you can make it happen.
We have an abundance of these smaller walleye stacking up in this system. When they get to about age 3, they really stop growing. They hit this wall and they all compete with each other for the limited forage that's in the system. So we did a year-long project. Part of that was called bioenergetics study.
That's probably a fish right on the top edge of that weed.
The walleye population in this lake between 2000 and 2001 consumed 36 metric tons of forage each year. And a problem if you don't have a really good forage base, which we've been working on developing a better forage base here, but we still have to cull some of those walleye out of the system for our forage to kind of come up and get good again.
With bug hatches, typically your bottom bouncers or a jig and a night crawler become your best friend. We'll start out with a couple of Indiana blades, different colors on each side, and then we'll work our way up and try to adjust our presentation to
Fine-tune it a little bit, huh?
Yep.
Okay.
Feed the worm on the end of the hook, all the way up. Take it over the eye of the hook onto the line. And then kick the tail out just slightly so it's not in a perfect line. And it'll make that hook rotate. There we go. Hallelujah.
Just what we're looking for. I like this. He gets it off the fish off the hook for me. Come on,
is this not what guides
this
do?
Is full service, man. I like this.
Usually, we're catching a little bit bigger than that.
Where are we headed?
We're just gonna drive around and kind of see if we can get something where we can mark some better numbers of fish. Sooner or later, we're gonna bump into a bunch of these guys laying on bottom.
Fish on.
There you go.
The smallie. The number 2. I'll take a little smallie.
Yeah. Ah, Adam's hooked up too.
You got a walleye.
There you go.
Much better, but a little better.
There's a lot of marks in here. But there again, it's all about just spend that time and find the fish on the fish finder before you fish. Yeah, you've got so many fish under the front of the boat at this moment. You got a fish on.
See it? Sure is. It's a little walleye.
Ah. And quick release too. He's the same, he's a 10-incher. Yeah, he's gonna fillet.
If you've never caught a walleye or just like catching a bunch for dinner, there are a lot of these 10 to 15-inch walleye at Starvation. Early summer is a great time to target walleye, but come fall, the bite really picks up.
I think the fall bite is even better than that midsummer bite.
Ah, there we go.
Maybe, or it's a big old pile of weeds. Hey, this is an actual walleye.
There you go.
I can eat. I call it selective harvest, but everyone ends up benefiting in the end because we are able to thin out those smaller groups of walleye, and in turn, in a couple of years, we all should be able to catch some nice bigger walleye because of it. The growth will increase, and we'll see there's a couple too many of these. We'll have better results in the end. So I encourage people to come out and try it, see what happens. Why not? I mean, if nothing else, you're out on a Starvation for a beautiful day, right?
Catch some rainbows or some smallies too. So.
Absolutely, we've got those.
Probably the easiest way for people to come out here and catch these small walleye, just a small jig head and a piece of night crawler.
Half a night crawler on an 1/8 ounce or a 1/4 ounce jig head, just depends on how deep you're fishing. You can hang them straight over the side of the boat, never even jig them and still get bit.
That's how we were getting bit today.
Yeah.
Oh, little guy. All right, I like jigging a worm.
It's all about just making sure you're fishing where the fish are.
Key is with walleye is almost always they're really close to the bottom. They're suspended sometimes, but most of the time they're associated with the bottom. So a lot of people use bottom bounce rigs. So they got a bottom bouncer, and then behind that they've got a worm harness. And you like using Indiana blades, it sounds like.
But I do use other blades that just let the fish tell me what I need. There's Smile blades, there's Colorado blades, there's lots of stuff. But I like to make sure that I have a variety out and let the fish tell me what they want. Just holding it super still was what that guy bit. Not very big guys, but they'll make a dinner. 12-inch walleye.
I noticed you're using your graph a lot. You're looking at the graph, you're trolling around looking for fish. Why fish a place that if you
Doesn't
don't
have fish.
Yeah.
Being on target with where the fish are, put position in the boat, and boat control also helps a lot. If you're running bottom bouncers, if you are stalling, you're just gonna end up getting snagged with those bottom bouncers. So you gotta really have your boat control down and keep a consistent speed. Turns and stuff are good, you know, speeds them up, slows them down, but that's what it takes to trigger those bites.
I got a fish.
Nice.
And it's a Waldo.
The old just steady still, or did it
No, I was
actually...
jigging that time. I was kind of aggressively jigging that time.
We tried some flicker shads today. They didn't work so hot. The bite wasn't there, but bottom bouncing and just dropping a jig was the ticket today.
Earlier in the month, these crankbaits, you couldn't have went wrong. It wouldn't have mattered the color, just as long as you were somewhere near a shoreline and pulling them behind your boat, you would have got bit. Those days are, with these massive bug hatches now, are gone. You're gonna work for them, but you can still leave here with a good batch of fish every day.
I don't know what it is, but this fish feels a little heavier.
It's a walleye.
We're getting a few. I think that's 5, maybe? Halfway to a limit. I'm gonna come with Ben more often. Here, Ben, here's my fish. Can you get my fish out? Hey, I need some more bait. You come with Ben, it's full service. Won't let me touch my own fish. Little guy, just what we're looking for. How do people get a hold of you, Ben? If they want to come out and fish with you, learn some of these techniques, how do they get a hold of you?
You can look us up on Facebook, or you can call me directly at 435-823-6437.
And it's, again, it's here, Starvation, and
Big Sand Wash.
Big Sand Wash.
Yep.
Come catch some walleye.
Yep. We do ice fishing trips in the winter for walleyes too. If that's something that you got to learn or want to learn.
Well, check Ben out. Come out and fish with him. Come out and catch some walleye here at Starvation. I know you guys thought it was a little slow, but we only fished the morning. We caught, I don't know, 11 walleye, 3 or 4 smallies. It's not a bad morning. It's pretty good.
No, it's not what you'd expect in June, but it was good enough.
Yeah, and it can be good. Just got to pick the right day.
Absolutely.
Yeah. All right. Well, hopefully, Natalie, people come out here, do the same, catch their fish, take them home. They're great eating.
They are. Come out and enjoy it.
Best part about coming with Ben, he fillets the fish for you.
Yep.
Trying to bait my hook.
We didn't have to do anything.
No, it was awesome. Again, if people want to come out with you, how do they get a hold of you?
You can call me at 435-823-6437 or check out our Facebook page, Toothy Fish Outfitters on Facebook.
Very good. Hey, I'm Adam Eagle, KSL Outdoors. Reminding you to come out to Starvation, catch your limit of small walleye. Have a great time with your family and friends outdoors. We'll see you next weekend. Good night.